Hi there, everybody. If you've seen my Mario plush collection video, which if you haven't, don't go to that video until after this one, because I can already tell that you're gonna leave and you're probably never gonna come back, because, let's be honest, you're probably not gonna. Anyway, today we're gonna be making the Poltergust 3000. I'm gonna be trying my best to make it as close to the original. I will also explain how to make it, the 5,000 here and there whenever we get to those parts where you can kind of interchange it. But this isn't going to be super ultra accurate, simply because I don't own the game. I actually only own Luigi's Mansion 3 and I haven't even beaten that game. I know, I suck at video games. I'll have to look up a walkthrough. Anyway, I'm just doing this video for fun. It's like 9 p.m. right now, but it's whatever. Let's just get right into it. Starting off with the materials. We're going to use some red fabric, some black fabric, and a little bit of gray fabric. Not a whole lot, but make sure it's like more long than wide. So that way you can make sure to get, you know, the actual vacuum part of the Poltergust. So, yeah. And I've decided that we're going to make it out of cardboard instead of actually making it out of plush. Just so that way we can get all those geometric shapes that are in the original, you know, model. And also in the Joyride figure, which is what I used for reference. And of course, you're going to need hot glue and scissors. I'd recommend having two kinds, you know, one for fabric and one for cardboard. And hot glue for everything. I also forgot to mention, you're going to need a little bit of brown for the straps. Completely forgot about that, sorry about that. I'm also going to use my Sine Luigi plush right here as like a scale reference. So, you can pretty much do this process with any Luigi. That's why I don't have patterns for these things. Also because I don't know how to do that. But, it's just easier if you do it yourself. That's why it's called DIY. But you can just follow along with mine, just to get a rough idea of how it'll work with it. Anyway, let's make the basic shape. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with this, like, 3-segmented hook little thing. Make sure it's got, like, really pointed edges. Oh, it's out of focus. There we go. Yeah, make sure it's got those little edges and stuff. And now, all you have to do is just glue it onto some cardboard, and do that for both sides. Also, this is where, if you were to make the 5,000 variant, this is where the little compartment with all of, like, the buttons and, like, the strobe bulb or whatever it's called, the green thing, you know. And then this is where the vacuum's gonna go. That's where it goes for both variants. That's what I'm doing. Also, while you're at it, go and glue a bottom onto it. Also, don't worry about making the edges really clean. We're gonna cover it all with fabric anyway, so it's not really gonna matter. Alrighty, now all you have to do is just glue all of these rims right here and just smack onto some cardboard, and then trim those edges, and you've got done with your little boxy box. Alrighty, you got your box done. It's looking pretty snazzy, looking pretty sweet. Alright, now all we got to do is, first we're going to cover it in red. That's pretty much what we're going to do. I think I have a plan for this stuff. Well, I made, here is this Womp. I haven't posted about this guy, so this is like your first time seeing him. This is the Womp. As you can see, I tried folding these little squares, not focusing, but I folded these little squares all over the body and stuff. On the back it looks, I kind of made it work so that way the crack would be like through like the back of the plush. So it kind of make more sense, you know, because he's already got all the cracks and stuff there. Yeah. He's kind of cool. Anyways, enough of him. We need to get back to this. I'm gonna try and figure this out, but we're basically gonna do what we did with the Womp and cut little things. I'll show you. Alrighty, get yourself a nice big square of fabric. All you have to do is, I would cut little slits like from all the way down here to where the curve starts, just all the way into the top of it, and probably cut this off. You won't need that either, really. Well, actually, you might for like this little corner right there. It's not focusing. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, that's so much better. I'll show you. Let's start this. Alrighty, I've cut these two little ridges, and what we gotta do is put this on top and try to line the start of the cut with the first start of like this point right here, and that's where you're gonna keep it, and then you're gonna fold this piece on top of here like that. Keep folding it until it gets to the inside, and then cut off all access or extra fabric that will inevitably be there, because you're not gonna need this to be red either. We're gonna put the back with gray, as you'll see later. Alright, let's try that again. So, what we're gonna do is get this right here, just put it right there, and so that way the fabric will fold up like that, and it go straight to the back like that. And we're gonna keep this so that way you can just fold it like that, like you're wrapping a present for Christmas or something like that. Also, repeat what you did up here for right here, but you probably won't need this, so you can just like cut like a square off that meet up right in the corner. Alright, first flap. Oh, wow. Okay, it's not gonna focus, but the first flap is finished. See, look at that. It focuses on Luigi. But yeah, we got the first flap done, and we're just gonna keep folding it inwards like that until the whole thing is covered in red. Don't worry about the back, like I said. Alrighty, now that we got it fully covered in the red stuff, we can put the gray on the back as portrayed in the game, and I'll show you how to do that. It's gonna be pretty easy. We're just gonna slap a piece of gray fabric on the back, cover up all that icky stuff, so nobody has to look at it, especially me. Alright, now I'm gonna do the wheels. I already have this one figured out, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put just a dab of hot glue, stick it onto the cardboard, so that way when I trace it, it's not gonna move around, and you can just rip it off, because it's only a dab, a dab will do ya. Although I guess now I'm realizing you probably wouldn't need to trace it, considering you could just carve, or cut it with it on. Just wasted, 10 seconds. And then if you see my skitter leaf tutorial, we're just gonna do what we did with the green, but with black instead. So just do that, but they're circles now. Whoa! Although if you want me to explain it to you now, I cut little ridges, and I just fold each individual ridge with glue, and then I just do that over and over again. And I wouldn't worry about making this look pretty, because we're going to use this side anyway. This is going to be the side you're going to see. Alrighty, we got the two done. Before we glue them on, we're going to glue them on like that, by the way, so you don't see that. We're going to put these two over it, and then, I guess if you wanted to, you could do that, but you would still see little ridges and stuff from waiting to be folded, so I'm just going to use this side, because it's nice and flat. Alrighty, they're glued on, and now all we have to do is just attach the vacuum, and I know here, we're supposed to be this little piece right there, so I'm just going to glue this little little piece. I have no idea if this is actually accurate. I have not done my research, but I know it's on the Joyride figure, that's all I know. Alright, now all that's left to do is to make the actual vacuum itself, and to make the straps, which we'll do at the end of the video. We'll do the vacuum first. Alrighty, get your gray fabric. I made mine about 9 inches long. I went with that. It just seemed like a good number. Anyway, now all we're going to do is just glue little strips, and we're going to fold it inwards, and we're going to keep rolling and rolling and rolling until eventually it gets to a nice width and size that we want to go with our little Luigi here. And what I also want to do after that is make a little circle of gray with your excess fabric to put right on the red, and then glue the rolled up tube, which we'll do right now. Boom. Alrighty, there we go. And while that's sitting there, we're gonna make the actual little thing that sucks everything up. So we're just gonna use this, and we're gonna do the method we've pretty much done with the wheels and that. Just put a piece of wrong side. You can kind of tell with the fabric, but with felt, it's the same on both sides. So it's whatever. Also, bonus step, you can add a little handle by just putting some felt over the little hand right here and just gluing the edges on here, making it so that way you can slip the hand out and just have it, just hanging out, whoa. Also, I changed it so that way it's just 2 pieces of felt glued in between it, so that way you didn't have to look at the ugly aftermath, on the backside. So yeah, cool. I'm just gonna edit in the sound. now let's just do the easiest part, the straps. Cut this into like 2 decently thin pieces and just glue them to the sides of this right here, and making sure that it'll stay nice without like being too loose on your Luigi plush, so that way it doesn't like sag and look like garbage. Alright, Luigi's got his straps on and he's looking pretty good. He's looking like he's gonna go bust some ghosts. Let me know if you plan on making this. If you do, please post about it on YouTube and at me in it, and I'll make sure to mention it in a video. How about that?
Oh yeah. If you want to request something for us to make, just let us know. It could be from anything like Sonic, Mario, Pikmin, anything like that.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Alright.